Love is calling and we're answering. Welcome to the Lover List, where we bring you the most heartwarming love, dating, and relationship stories straight from Reddit. Don't miss out on the love. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Asked a girl out. She said no. I said okay. Then she freaked out. What, that's it? You're not gonna pursue more? No, I am not going to pursue more. You said no. Deal with it. You didn't say I can't do it this week. You didn't say let's go somewhere else. You flat out said no. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Advice to women: if you like someone and want to meet them, do it. Advice to men: if she says no, move on, even if you have nowhere to move on to, like in my case. Self-respect is more important. I couldn't agree more. I have zero tolerance for unnecessary games like that, especially if they are ones that require us to sacrifice our self-respect and jump through hoops just to inflate her ego. If she says no, I refuse to come across as more desperate and continue to insist she change her mind. If you say no, that's it. This kind of shit hurts both men and women. It treats the guy badly, and some learn that no doesn't really mean no. So next time, maybe he pushes harder. Then women complain about men who don't take no for an answer, which over time can morph into I wish men would just leave us alone. Then some men start feeling uncomfortable even approaching women. And on and on. TLDR, no means no. Don't fuck shit up for everyone by saying no as some stupid game. 100% agreed. As a society, both sexes need to establish clear communication if we really want to tackle a lot of our gender issues. Funny, I also got rejected yesterday, lol. Yes, moving on is 100% the move. If they really liked you, it would be an easy yes. You don't want to be trying to force attraction on a date, and if you don't take no for an answer, that can lead down a dark road. It's cliché, but there are plenty of fish in the sea. Don't waste your time on someone who wants to play games / isn't interested. Life got so much easier when I started following this philosophy strictly. I never, ever pursue women. They either like me or they don't. Anything else is just a waste of my time. Yes, learned it the hard way. A no is a no. The chase is not worth it. Self-respect: I like it when the energy is reciprocated. I don't like reading between the lines. It makes me feel dumb. If they ask to chase them, they're not the one. I like to be on the same page. It is exciting to me. Agreed. People that want to be chased are looking for a one-sided relationship. They think they're above reciprocating effort and they're not going to value anything they've not invested in. Easy come, easy go. Learned this lesson the hard way. Dated a girl for 2 years, was constantly putting in effort. I had an extremely busy couple months at work where I was out of town a lot and not giving her the same amount of attention, so she decided to get that attention from someone else. She told me, expected me to grovel at her feet and apologize for driving her to do that. I simply said, I'm going golfing tomorrow. Your stuff will either be out of my apartment by the time I get back or it's going in the dumpster. Even if you pursued, she would have said no eventually. Flat no initially is usually a no till the end. It is just that the more you pursue, the more she gets validated. You're right, she just wanted more validation regardless of her answer. Sounds annoying. Haven't chased a woman in years, no matter how hot she has been or how much of my type. That stupidity is a thing of the faraway past. If I see a signal she might be into me, I pursue. The second she says no, I'm out of there. Number is deleted, blocked. I move on in peace. I'd love to get a straight no for once. Usually when I ask them out, they just disappear. With a no, you know you can quit wasting your time and move on. With a no, you know you can quit wasting your time and move on. No answer is still an answer. A rude, uncivilized one that earns no respect, but an answer nevertheless. I just don't get why I get that sort of disrespect. It could be in the middle of an active conversation and they poof out of existence as so I ask someone out. Maybe they got busy or fell asleep or all kinds of reasons. I've had women message back a couple days or weeks later apologizing for disappearing and then immediately do it again. I'll straight up tell them it's okay to say no, and still nothing. I don't know what's wrong, I don't know what I could improve on, and in the end I'm just lost and confused. You apparently crushed her self-worth when you didn't care she rejected you. He did care she rejected him, but he also respected her choice. I also respect myself, so I am not going to play silly games. This is how adults behave. Nobody is worth chasing. Also, to anyone who wants to be chased, nobody worthwhile is going to chase you, and as soon as they win you, they'll start moving out the door. Dating doesn't need to be a childish game. Matched with a girl who was giving the bare minimum responses, so when she asked for my Snapchat, I was like, okay, why not? So I added her, sent a greeting message, and all I got back was, hi, so I unmatched and unadded her. Just for her to come back around almost 6 to 7 hours later with a, like, show some initiative if you're that damn interested. Then she freaked out. What, that's it? You're not gonna pursue more? In her mind, you were already in a relationship. Just a one-sided one, where you give her attention and validation. Also, maybe drinks or lunch, she gets to feel superior to someone and wanted. This is the non-sexual equivalent of a no-string sex situation where one partner wants something more and the other partner keeps stringing them along. Stay far, far away from this person. This is not exactly the same situation, but a few months ago I was leaving Dubai, where I lived for 9 years, to Toronto for good. I knew this girl and we had met only once in the 3 years I knew her, that too after my persistence. She wasn't a very going out on dates kind of person, but we used to chat every now and then. I was moving out in September and I informed her in August, and I was clear that we should meet once before I leave for good. She said she will let me know, but never did. The other day we were chatting and she's like, you left and we didn't meet, and I was like, yeah, because you never got back to me. Then she was like, you didn't try harder and didn't remind me, blah blah. I was like, listen girl, I was moving my f***ing life. I told when I'm moving and that I want to meet you. All you had to do was let me know a day and time, and if you didn't remember or care, really not my fault. Then she got pissed and I was like, f that shit. Some people don't realize that a point, whatever kind of relationship it is, it requires both people to make some effort. You can't have one person putting in everything and the other is only receiving. Back in the day, when I thought someone was interested, I used a 3 strikes rule. I'd ask her out, and if she said no, strike 1. I'd wait a while, if she still seemed interested, and ask again. No? Strike 2. Again, another week or so. Ask and no? That's it. She's playing me, and I'm done. I only used this if she was continuing to give me signs she was interested though. The first sign of no interest after the first offer? Straight to strike 3. Immo, that fixes the I'm busy issue. Do you work in a call center or perhaps a used car dealership? LOL. Nah, just a believer in giving a fair opportunity. On the positive side, it's good such people are hot or cold or easily freak out. They are showing you who they are and filtering themselves out of the dating pool. Unfortunately, they aren't filtering themselves out of the pool. People will have sex with crazies just to scratch an itch. Thank you for making things ever so slightly easier for men everywhere, lol. The no means yes, but chase me more shit has to go. Just say what you mean. We're all big kids. What we collectively allow is as bad as things get. I recently had a partner break up with me. I knew it was sincere and thought had gone into it, and so I accepted it without theatrics. But then they went all, aren't you going to fight for us? I took the bait, and the 2 months that followed almost destroyed me. Most of us ain't in grade school anymore, so the playing hard to get thing should not be what we do. If I ask a woman to go on a date and she has plans but we reschedule and do go out, then great. But if I ask her and she says no, I'm moving on. That upsets her. Well, not my problem. I ain't going to bust my ass for validation that she ain't going to give me anyway. As a woman, when I say no, I mean no. I really appreciate it if a man says okay and then moves on, so thank you OP for getting it. To the men who say they would like women to be direct, sometimes I have to be cryptic with my no's so it doesn't come across as an outright rejection. When I've outrightly rejected men in the past, they have become aggressive, or have kept asking why not. Or what don't you like about me? Some have stalked me online and in person after I've said no. So now if a man asks me out, I say, oh sorry, I'm not in a place to date, or I'm already seeing someone, or whatever makes it look like I'm not outrightly saying no. And more importantly, I date women. Thank goodness for bisexuality. I have never had a woman stalk me or get angry at me if I said I wasn't interested in them. This is why I'm so hesitant to ask women out. I want a direct answer, not some cryptic shit or have her snap at me so she can make sure I'd leave. Shitty men ruin it for everyone else. Exactly. And in the flip side, shitty women ruin it for women. Men get taught to chase because that's what she wants, and then they are taught no doesn't mean no, it means try harder. And then the women who don't play games and no does mean no, and you getting harassed by the men who have been taught that no means try harder. What a shitty cycle. Too bad we can't just all be adults and communicate and have no mean no and yes mean yes and respect the answers we are given. Okay, I digress. OPUAG bother. With the dating world being as it is now, most women only entertain the idea of men approaching them for just small but valid sense of validation. They just take it do be on their merry way, leaving the men to wondering and confused. So yes, we need to go our own way after a simple no or any form of flaky attitude. The sad reality of it is apps like TikTok, IG, Tinder, Bumble, etc. create this false mindset, and with underlying BPD slowing creeping up on women, it's best for men like us to just walk away from this BS. Of the times I've been asked out and said no, I've had exactly one person say okay back instead of arguing with me about it. I was genuinely shocked and actually thanked the guy. Was she actually mad that you weren't pursuing further? For instance, did she keep engaging with you and try to get you to ask again? Or was she surprised that she didn't have to argue with someone for once and after her question, move on with her day? There's just no context after, so hard to judge if she's a jerk who thinks she needs worshipping or was just genuinely shocked. I'm a 28F now, but 24 when this happened. I never play games. You ask, I answer. Simple as that. I might hesitate because I'm caught off guard, but you'll get the straight answer of, not interested, or something similar. Ladies, do not let friends or the guy who's perusing you guilt you into a date. That happened to me. The guy, my friends, and me were on bowling league. Guy was 38 and kept saying, don't hold my age against me. My friends kept saying, just go on one date with him. I regret it. FYI, I'm more concerned about how you say something based of the wording rather than the meaning. You can say the same thing two different ways by the wording. This actually happened to me. First date was fine. Nothing special. I didn't want to go on a second, but he guilt by saying, don't hold my age against me. Second date, first says, I want kids someday. Then comes, I want kids with you someday. I couldn't get out of the car fast enough. As of August of 2022, I've been with my current boyfriend who I love dearly. He's actually younger than me. I just turned 28, he just turned 25 about 6 days before our first date. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Relationship Stories that'll make your heart skip a beat. If you were captivated by these tales, please hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't miss out on any future episodes. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for a steady dose of heartwarming stories.